Welcome to everyone's favorite show on YouTube. Welcome to Building Time, and it's the Christmas episode, baby. Tell me, what does everyone has way too much of on Christmas? Right, cardboard. So we're gonna build a magic trick with cardboard today, and it even says my name on it. So yeah, here's the magic trick that we're gonna build today. So let's quickly talk about the supplies that we're going to need to construct this gimmick. First, cardboard, and I think everyone should have a lot of cardboard lying around in your house during Christmas season. Next, a pencil, some sharp blades. If you're not old enough, ask your parents for assistance with these, so don't cut yourself. Next, a glue stick, some super glue for safety measure, a playing card, just one, a ruler, and also something so you don't cut into your table and your mom gets angry. I'm going to use the trusty old newspaper from yesterday. So let's get into constructing. First off, we're gonna cut this cardboard that I've got right here into smaller chunks. Obviously, the bigger your cardboard, the easier it will be to construct this thing. We're gonna draw our card on one bit of the cardboard. This is the place where our card will go later on. Next off, gonna cut a square. As you can see, I've picked a pretty shitty bit of cardboard for this task. Well, actually, it's not that bad because I can cut, I mean, that's like perfect. I can cut through both of these and have the same measure on these things. So that's actually all good. In this time lapse, instead of letting you listen to the music peacefully, I decided to talk about how freaking hard it was to cut that cardboard. And I know most of you will know these DIY channels where you just see them magically having the perfect cardboard pieces for every situation, and then you try it yourself and you're just like, how did they get there and how does it look so good? And yeah, it is really tough, and you probably are liking to see me struggle in the background, and yeah, just enjoy this footage. And well, good luck constructing it yourself. It is really tough, so good on you if you're doing it. Here's what you should end up with. Two similar cardboard pieces, which look something like this. The card measures on here quite well. So next off, we're gonna put on an edge on these, and I'm gonna use the pieces that I've cut off for this part. So I'm gonna use this piece for the bottom. Also, when doing this, make sure that you have enough space so the card can slide down right here. As you can see, there's the measure that I took of this card, and we want it to be able to slide down about a third of the card. All right, so yeah, let's start gluing this piece on. Take out your glue sticks. Put a nice bit of glue on this cardboard piece, and I hope this is gonna hold. Otherwise, we need to take our super glue and then stick it on there like this. So you end up with this piece, which looks something like that. I don't know if you can see it really good, but here is a little piece down there which will be holding this card in place like this. All right, next up, let's move over to the sides. And as you can see, there is not much space left, so we need to make quite slim side plates. So get your rulers. I know it looks like a mess, I'm sorry, I'm gonna clean up first. That's way better. Always clean up your place. So ruler, this, and it's a really slim strip. If you make this a little wider, you can make a wider strip, obviously. And then you're gonna use your ruler to also cut that bit off. Just like this. So it's gonna come off nicely. No, it isn't, obviously. And now we're gonna glue this on the first side, this little strip right here. So glue this on here, like this. Perfect. Next off, we're going to do the second side. And let's go. Let's put that on here. I hope you're having a nice Christmas. Or you had a nice Christmas if you're watching this after Christmas, after the Christmas day. And yeah, it's alright to have a little wiggle room in here. I mean, yeah, for optimal measure you don't want to have that, but yeah, I think it's okay. Let's talk about the only part in this build that is a little bit difficult and that you need to put a little bit of thought process into. And we're also going to talk about how this trick actually works. So you are here, you have this pattern. As you can see, I've sketched already where the holes are going to go. And I've shifted these side panels a little bit into the middle because the card can slip around a little bit, but shouldn't be having too much place, all right? And yeah, as you can see, I've drawn something onto the card as well. I don't know if it's that easy to see, but I hope it is. And yeah, here's what's going to happen. So there are going to be holes, as you've seen in the performance as well. There are going to be holes into this, in this piece of cardboard, and in this one as well, which we're going to do in just a second. And this card is going to go in there, and you can see it through the holes. But the card itself, and this is the secret of the trick, has a hole in it as well. And as we're going to let this card go, this hole shifts, because the card's going to drop, shifts above the hole down below. So you can't see the card anymore, because this will be hidden by a strip of cardboard, this will be hidden by cardboard, and where the hole is, there will be a hole in the card. So now there's the thought process on where to put the holes in the cardboard, so this is going to work, and also where to put the holes in the card. And here's what I did. So do you remember in the beginning when I said where we draw the card there must be a little space underneath, and then you're gonna put this thing to stop the card, obviously, and the space between where the card's gonna be and where this ends. You want to measure this space, so it's basically, for me, it's this space, and it is around 2 centimeters, all right? So you have 2 centimeters in your head, and you have drawn the card on this. So next off, now you know that your holes are allowed to be 2 centimeters, all right? Remember this, 2 centimeter holes. If you have the space, so for example, if you make this a little bit tighter, like this, and you only had 1 centimeters, you can obviously put more than 2 holes in this. You can do 3, you can do 4, but then you also need to add more holes to your card. But we're going to do this with 2 holes because it's the easiest way. So we know 2 centimeters. Leave a little bit of space on the top, and then draw a box with 2 centimeters in there. So the height basically is 2 centimeters, draw it all along, and also leave some space on the left and on the right, because the edge of the card needs to move in it as well. And if you don't want to see it, then you need to leave a little bit of space right here. Otherwise we will have a card cut in 2 pieces, and that won't work. So next you want to do around 1 centimeter more of a gap between those 2 holes than the height of the hole itself. So let's make this easy. 2 centimeters of your first window, 3 centimeters, nothing, and then another 2 centimeter window. This also means when we've drawn those in, we're going to shift the card to its resting space, so where it won't move. Then we're going to shift it a little bit to the side that we can see this square and draw a square that's around 2 to 3 millimeters bigger on this card at exactly that space. This will make sure that when the card is down at the bottom, that this hole is above this one, and you don't want to make this one on the card slimmer or smaller than the cardboard one, because obviously if it wiggles around a little bit, or you basically don't even want to make it the same size, because if your card has a little bit of room to wiggle around, the spectator might see it later. So we've talked about this now a little. Let's put it into perspective and cut in the holes. Make it look a little bit nicer, you know. So, because it's something visual, it's something for the eyes. Now we've completed this part, we can remove the bottom one. And we should have 2 similar pieces. And now we can glue this on here. And also, before we glue this on, we want to try if it actually works, obviously. So we're going to hold it on. Grab our playing card and throw it in here. So like this. And this will be our resting position. And as you can see now, I think I've made a mistake. Oh, I've just put the card in the wrong way. So if we do it this way, yeah, it's exactly in the square. If we have it here, we'll shift down like this. So next off is going to be cutting the hole into the card. And as I said before, I told you how to measure this. A hole in the card. And let's try to first off file this off a little bit. You can use your finger just so nothing will get stuck in there. That would really be bad. You don't want that to happen. So make sure these corners, if you have some sanding paper, you can also sand this a little bit. But I will just use my fingers to make sure nothing can be stuck. Also, don't cut yourself on the cardboard. That may happen, but I hope it doesn't happen to me. Mr. Glue Stick, dang it. I'm gonna put some glue on here. Also, you don't want to glue the middle part because otherwise your cards will get awfully stuck. Don't want that to happen. Then you want to close up the glue stick and place your final piece. Push it down nice and gently. Close up your knife, you're not gonna need this anymore. And then you have officially made yourself a gimmick out of cardboard. And this is, yeah, well, this is something else, but that happens. So here is our trick. Is this the right way? I hope I put it in the right way. Yes, I did. So, don't have the spectator see this. And then what's gonna happen as you move down, the card is gonna shift down and fully disappear for the spectator. To get it out, shake once again. Also, I've made this a little tight. Make sure to leave the card a little bit more place to just wiggle around. So it will drop automatically from here. But if it doesn't, you can give it a little push and then it should disappear just like that. All right, back to basic position. This works quite well on video. It might also work in person, but yeah, It has not an as convincing effect when you don't see the card, or the spectator oftentimes want to see the card afterwards, the full card. So put this on video, no one will suspect a thing. And yeah, this is what's happening once again. You hold it, and if you let it go, if you release it or push it down a little bit, this goes in here and the card has magically disappeared. Oops, and this is the full magic trick. This, this is my little Christmas gift to you. Or if it's after Christmas, my after Christmas gift. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Building Time. I hope you made this yourself. It's not that hard. And make it look nice. Draw some things on it. I don't know. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please leave a like. If you hated it, then dislike. And please consider subscribing, it will mean the world to me. We are close to 2,000 subscribers. Maybe we will pass 2,000 subscribers before the beginning of the next year. That would be my dream. Please make it come true. And please invite your friends to also watch my videos. And until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Yeah.